Azerbaijan, a dynamic land of captivating diversity, an ancient culture nestled at the crossroads of East and West. Rooted in the past, but reaching for the future, today's Azerbaijan is opening itself to the world.
Baku is some kind of a birthplace of the hydrocarbon civilization.
The entrepreneurial spirit is very strong.
Construction is happening all over the city, favorable business and investment climate.
Once a key stopping point on the fabled Silk Road, today's Azerbaijan is in the midst of a 21st century transformation. Less than a quarter of a century after post-Soviet independence, Azerbaijan's leaders have authored an economic success story unrivaled in the region.
Azerbaijan economy is one of the most competitive economies in the world. It's the most competitive economy in CIS, according to the World Economic Forum, and 39th most competitive economy in the world.
From the sleek elegance and iconic architecture of Baku to the rustic charm of the countryside, Azerbaijan blends old-world charm with 21st century innovation.
We are looking forward to cooperation with every company that is ready to come and to invest their funds into oil and other industries.
Experience the capitalist buzz of Baku, the Caucasus' most cosmopolitan city. Or let the modern world slip away in villages where life continues as it has for centuries. Long known as the land of fire, the Azerbaijan of today crackles with the flames of progress. Europe's most eastern state, the Republic of Azerbaijan, has long been an intersection of people, cultures, religion and trade. From the capital city Baku, the country stretches along the Caspian Sea and shares borders with Russia, Georgia, Armenia, Turkey and Iran. Re-elected to his third term in 2013, President Ilham Aliyev is credited with spearheading an economic revival in Azerbaijan. One of the world's oldest energy-producing nations, Azerbaijan has embarked on an ambitious plan of diversification.
There is no other place at the moment in this region that is willing and has the capabilities for rapid growth, and I believe that Azerbaijan is capturing that and will definitely keep growing for the next 50 to 60 years, and within all different segments and all different industries.
Alongside this growth, the country is modernizing its legal framework and service industry. It is investing in its people by launching growth targets for Azeri workers in the oil and gas sector.
Azerbaijan is changing rapidly. Our laws, our social structure is changing, and we are the part of this changing. A year ago, the memorandum between BP, SOCAR and Migration Ministry was signed to meet the 95% nationalization of oil and gas sector personnel. And we are adjusting under these changes, we are learning, we are developing, and we are trying to provide our customers to the best knowledge of what we are learning with these changes.
Since 2013, investment in Azerbaijan has exceeded $160 billion. 1.2 million jobs have been created, and it is non-oil GDP growth, not hydrocarbons, that is driving the economy forward.
Today, our oil industry is a locomotive of growth. There is enough capacity, there is enough investments going into that sector, and it's growing. What we need is investments in non-oil sector. We want foreign investors to come and invest in our non-oil industries, non-oil sector, because that is where the sustainability will be provided from.
Having emerged from the dark days of post-Soviet independence, Azerbaijan's financial sector, much like the country at large, has rebounded in earnest.
Today, Azerbaijan is the 39th country in terms of the Global Competitiveness Index. and the highest rank in the CIS. We are in the top 10 in terms of macroeconomic stability and the level of inflation.
Prudent financial policy and strong energy revenues have shielded Azerbaijan from the shockwaves of the global financial crisis. However, the government's commitment to achieving financial inclusiveness and creating opportunities for the nation's 9.6 million people is what is really driving the country's growth. Per capita GDP skyrocketed $1,000 per month between 2012 and 2013.
Ölçek deməli iqtisadi artımın tempinə görə iki rəqəmli iqtisadi artım tempi əldə edərək ölkədə.
We have become a world leader in terms of two-digit growth rates. As a result, we took very serious measures to reduce poverty in the country. In the 1990s, 60% of the population lived below the poverty level. The poverty level dropped to 5% by the end of the last decade.
Ölkədə yoxsulluq səviyyəsi 5%-ə düşdü.
Now is the time when the private sector will have to take over from the government, also in terms of investment. And this is that quality jump that we say that the private sector will have to assume this role because the government cannot continue to do it all forever.
2014 saw a five-fold increase of the minimum capital requirements for local banking institutions, a move that has consolidated the sector and given local business access to a deeper capital base.
We believe that the small clients today, with the support of the bank, with the institutional development, with corporate governance standard that we like our clients to introduce and we help them with that, they can grow and become larger companies serving the future of Azerbaijan. So we're actively involved in the development and we like to think of ourselves as a bank with a strong development agenda.
And development remains robust, underpinned by Azerbaijan's large oil and gas reserves in the Caspian Sea.
Established in 1994, Boxel is the first mobile operator in Azerbaijan. A 100% Azeri company, Boxel covers 99% of the country's population. Today, Boxel is one of the largest national non-oil investors, making a substantial contribution to the economy of Azerbaijan. Boxel provides the country with a class-leading 3G mobile internet experience under Sura brand name. Soon, Boxel customers will also be able to use Boxel's 4G technologies. Boxel signed a long-term partnership with Manchester United, becoming the #1 telecom partner. As a part of this cooperation, Boxel has been organizing Manchester United Summer Soccer School, where every gifted child can develop his talents. By sponsoring Boxel Arena Stadium, the company is supporting football at all levels. Get closer to Azerbaijan with Boxel.
I'm Gula Mamedova, the managing partner of Princeps Legium. The Princeps Legium is a team of professionals with international background, able to combine the international standards with the local familiarity of the situation in our country. Along with our core business in commercial and industrial legal support, we also offer market research and monitoring. Azerbaijan is changing rapidly, and we also change together, and we provide our customers the knowledge of these changes. Princeps Legium is a boutique business consulting firm. What differs us from our big competitors is we are doing the same job, but at a competent price, quicker and better.
Dettol Holding, established in 2005, has quickly grown to become a leader in Azerbaijan's non-oil sector. We specialize in the production of aluminum oxide, primary aluminum, and semi-finished aluminum products. We are making substantial investments in upgrading our factories to implement state-of-the-art technologies and equipment and to boost our production capacity to 200,000 tons of premium aluminum every year. Dettol Aluminum LLC's shareholders have made a decision on the construction construction of new facilities related to the aluminum industry. Out of the proceeds of new investments to be attracted, Dettol has an exemplary track record of supporting its workers, benefiting local communities and playing a key role in Azerbaijan's ongoing economic growth. Dettol Holding.
Come take a close look at our country. We are open, we are waiting.
Come partner with us.
Aztechnica and Aztechitenol, your supplier of choice for products and services for road construction. Aztechnica provides full servicing of high-demand road machinery and transport solutions for the haulage industry, exclusively representing globally recognized brands. Aztechitenol's high-quality asphalt and aggregate are building Azerbaijan's infrastructure, from raw materials to finished products, from A to Z. Aztechnica and Aztechitenol. Come work with us. We are SOCAR, the state oil company of Azerbaijan, exploring our country's oil and gas fields to deliver energy to international markets. 20 years ago, SOCAR signed the contract of the century with major international oil partners, strengthening Azerbaijan's important role in global energy. We are diversifying the world's hydrocarbon sources, developing the Southern Gas Corridor with a new pipeline from the Caspian Sea to promote energy security for Europe. Through its State Oil Fund, SOCAR gives back to the community, investing in the next generation, developing socio-economic projects such as constructing schools and hospitals. We are cleaning up the effects of 165 years of wanton oil production. With over 80,000 employees, SOCAR is an emerging giant. As the state oil company expands into new markets, SOCAR is becoming a global game changer. From the first primitive humans that migrated to the Eurasian continent, lured by the fire that seemed to rise from the earth, to rudimentary oil fields that preceded those in Pennsylvania by decades, Azerbaijan's vast reserves of fossil fuels have long been a draw for people and trade. At the start of the 20th century, Azerbaijan produced more than 50% of the world's oil.
That is why it is traditional for us to have energy enterprises. And the last years, 20 years, when Azerbaijan announced its independence, energy resources was a very strong base for developing the economy.
In 1994, when Azerbaijan was still a fledgling democracy, the government and a group of international energy firms signed what has become known as the Contract of the Century. 20 years on, many of the organizations that helped to establish the nation's energy infrastructure remain in Azerbaijan. Energy will continue to be a major force in Azerbaijan's economy for the foreseeable future.
The project will have to invest at least $48 billion to construct 3 different pipelines across Azerbaijan, Georgia, Turkey, and the Trans-Adriatic pipeline across Greece, Albania, to Italy, with delivery of the first gas to Bulgaria, Greece, Albania, and Italy.
The country's continuing energy legacy has given the nation the financial freedom to invest in development and drawing international players into the market.
As hydrocarbon exploration goes into ever deeper water, we made sure that our technologies could follow them there, and as they tapped into ever increasingly high pressure and high temperature reservoirs, we also made sure that we were equipped to help them. So we are going hand in hand with the international oil companies to help them work in whichever environments they find themselves.
With the aim of transforming the black gold into a resource to sustain the nation long after its hydrocarbon reserves have run dry, Azerbaijan is funneling its energy reserves into developing the country's human capital by creating employment opportunities in a wide range of sectors.
Hydrocarbon accumulations lie at greater depth, at greater pressure, and require higher levels of technology. As the revenue from hydrocarbons flows into the general society, that enables Azerbaijan to become more developed and build its infrastructure. That infrastructure is also physically made up of structures. And so the skills that we display offshore in oil and gas exploration are immediately transferable to infrastructure development, roads, railways, subways, large buildings. These all require the same skills that Fugro demonstrates offshore, and so can Fugro through Fugro.
Further education is a critical asset in any country's development, and Azerbaijan is actively participating in international programs. Independent tertiary schools are in great demand to provide educational services.
I have graduated from the finance college in Baku, but I won't continue my further education in engineering. This place really helps me with providing information.
Azerbaijan's National Development Plan aims to double GDP by 2020, and the cornerstone of accomplishing this is economic diversification.
Azerbaijan has been consistently growing at very high growth rates. 3 or 4 years ago, Azerbaijan was the fastest growing economy in the world. And what is very encouraging is that although before this growth was mainly coming from the oil and gas industry, in the recent years we see that majority of the growth is coming from the non-oil sector.
With a razor-sharp focus on developing the non-oil industries, Azerbaijan is seeing long-slumbering sectors of the economy rise again.
At Pasha Bank, we believe in Azerbaijan's future, a future being built by people. From the emerging entrepreneurs that we nurture, each making diversification a reality, to each and every member of our team, driven by an unwavering commitment to integrity and quality. People are our greatest strength. We believe that by providing innovative products and services, we can contribute to a brighter future, not only for Pasha Bank, but for the country as a whole. We believe that Azerbaijan offers untold opportunities for investors, and we're ready to help you discover them. From agriculture to industry, construction to infrastructure, Azerbaijan is a nation soaring to new heights. We believe that Pasha Bank is a brand as multifaceted as the young country we call home, youthful, dynamic, and forward-thinking. Come to Azerbaijan and reach new heights together with Pasha Bank.
We want to be for our customers like the air. You are breathing the air and you're not thinking about it. You just enjoy it. Breathing the air and enjoying it, not thinking about this too much. I don't need you to think every day, oh, unrivaled, it's so brilliant. I like something that is very simple.
Our brand represents sporting excellence. We are organising the first ever European Games for the best athletes in Europe in this beautiful capital city of Azerbaijan. Creating sporting history here with the first European Games, and we couldn't do it by ourselves. That's why we're working with partners like NAR Mobile to ensure the success of the Games for the best athletes in Europe.
In your happy moments, in your moments of relaxation, in the moments of joy, I know you're gonna think about NAR Mobile.
Azerbaijan's IT sector was once ranked as one of the worst in the world. However,
communication and mobile communication in particular has been a very strong driver of growth. Our mobile business has grown by almost 25% in 2013, well into the double digits in 2014. So we've had a very strong growth of our own business here. And I think when you find things that make consumers' lives easier and you can bring them in an easy and convenient way, then it really attracts a lot of interest.
Mobile phone penetration is 115%, so it's no surprise that mobile operators account for the majority of revenues in the ICT sector.
Telecom is the second leading industry in terms of revenues in Azerbaijan today, after oil and gas. And because it's an area that continues to grow, because it's an area that continues to bring innovation year after year after year, it's something that I think will help to fuel the economy for many years to come.
Regional communication was the critical link to prosperity on the ancient trade routes. Azerbaijan is developing its road, rail and air links to re-establish itself as a global transport hub.
Trade is one of the oldest business in the world, and Azerbaijan being situated perfectly between east and west and having major ports around the region which have not been active for many years are now facilitating a lot of imports within the region, and now the exports are growing rapidly. Then Azerbaijan being situated perfectly between east and west now has the opportunity to be a major player facilitating the movement and the manufacturing of different products, and this is one of the most important factors for the growth of Azerbaijan and the region.
In the last decade, Azerbaijan has constructed and rehabilitated more than 8,000 kilometers of roadways. 2014 saw the inauguration of a new terminal at the Haydar Aliyev International Airport, capable of serving 6 million passengers annually. The spaceship-like terminal serves as a home base to the international carrier Azerbaijan Airways, enabling a greater global reach and playing an important role in the national economy.
Azerbaijan Airlines, connecting Baku to the world with our brand new comfortable aircrafts, combined with the sleek elegance of our newly upgraded terminal. It's clear that Azerbaijan's aviation industry has come of age. Relax in the business lounge, then come aboard for the latest in onboard technology, sumptuous dining choices, and legendary Azeri hospitality. Azerbaijan Airlines, bringing Baku to New York and beyond.
Aznur can help you discover Azerbaijan. With the largest fleet of high-quality cars in the country, Aznur puts Azerbaijan at your fingertips. Our customer-focused approach blends Azeri hospitality with the international standards and full insurance packages that you come to expect from a top-of-the-line car rental agency. From the moment you arrive, we'll be waiting to satisfy your needs. Aznur, your premium car rental agency in Baku and beyond. Since 2001, Caspian Service has been revitalizing the face of Baku, introducing a new style, blending classical Oriental architecture with modern trends. We have over 1 million square meters achieved in Azerbaijan and beyond. Today, major islands of Baku architecture beautify cities in Kazakhstan, Russia and Georgia, alongside world-renowned designs. Caspian Service, bringing Baku's iconic look to the world.
Azerbaijan, one of Azerbaijan's biggest and most reliable road contractors. Our name stands for quality in the road construction industry. We offer a wide range of world-class products and services, as well as materials for road construction, design, support and building of airport runways, terminals and facilities. Wherever you are, Azerbaijan carries you from the airport runway to your destination. Azerbaijan, your reliable construction partner in Azerbaijan. Until recently, Azerbaijan was a nation which the rest of the world knew very little.
It's a country the size of Austria with a relatively small population, so the tourism industry is a very attractive sort of industry because it has the products, it has beautiful scenery, beautiful cities, a lot of activities in the mountains, on the Caspian Sea.
The country is buzzing with preparations for the European Games of 2015.
The Euro Games will be the first in its history, so it's going to be a very attractive draw to get people's attention. So I think the international tourism will grow, so I think it's just a very important part of drawing international attention to the country.
Finally, it seems, Azerbaijan is emerging on the world stage. Baku is a city that has been developing and adapting itself for centuries. Now, a new wave of construction is stretching its borders, with the soaring complex of the Olympic Village to the reclaimed industrial land that will be the site of Baku White City. Baku is a city whose green spaces beckon visitors to explore, from the 4-kilometer promenade hugging the Caspian Sea coast to the myriad parks, squares and fountains. Modern architectural marvels such as the Heydar Aliyev Cultural Center with its rippling white tiles and the iconic flame towers share the city with the remnants of its Soviet past and a delicate classical style unique to the city. Although Baku may be the crown jewel of Azerbaijan, the country's delights are not confined to the city limits. From ancient petroglyphs in Gobustan to the tea fields of Lankaran, Azerbaijan has something for everybody.
When it comes to strangers being in the country and being welcomed, one of the very nice traits in Azerbaijan is the tea drinking. So the chai from Lankaran is playing a major role in the hospitality of the country.
A nation of generosity and prosperity, whose energy wealth has laid the foundation for the future, where enduring monuments of the past stand alongside the soaring grandeur of tomorrow. A land that has long smoldered with potential. Today's Azerbaijan now blazes with the flames of progress.